Welcome to the capital city. Week 8 high school football on News Channel Nebraska, and we have a Class B showdown as Pius X hosts Beatrice. This matchup brought to you by Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need them. Brandon Axman, Andy Klassen. It's football time in the state of Nebraska, and this is when it means the most, Andy. Week 8, depending on where you're sitting, you're playing for potential playoff berths, wild card points. In the case of Beatrice, a team that's 1-6, they have a lot of youth, and they are building for the future, and it would go a long way with a good performance against a Pius Thunderbolts team that's sitting at 3-4 and playing for postseason positioning.
You're exactly right. So both teams maybe not having the season they wanted, but still a lot on the line as far as these two teams view this game. Beatrice, you mentioned a lot of youth, but this youth is starting to grow up. It's kind of coach speak, right? But they're saying these freshmen, sophomores, they're not freshmen and sophomores anymore. We're 7 games into the season. They're looking to make a statement on the road here in Lincoln.
Both of these teams very good at running the ball as we now transition to our key player segment. We're going to start off with Pius X, Joe Andreasen, Andy. He's rushed for over 600 yards, double-digit touchdowns as well. This guy's tough as nails.
And he's a tough runner, let me tell you. Runs with great balance. You mentioned he's a state wrestler, state champion wrestler, but don't sleep on his speed. All coaches and his film will tell you he's got a burst, he's got speed. Look out.
For Beatrice, another wrestler and a running back, Merrick Johnson. He's nearly at 500 yards on this season. This Beatrice team loves to pound the ball, and they do it with Johnson, who is the starting running back, but will get several snaps at Wildcat in the quarterback position.
Yeah, state runner-up. I mean, and these coaches love having wrestlers on their football team, whether it's running back, receiver, you name it. Great feet, great balance. You mentioned the Wildcat. He can do a multitude of things, not just run the ball with power, but catch the ball in the backfield and operate out of that quarterback position. This multiple offense, the Wildcat offense, fits Merrick Johnson perfectly.
Glad that you're with us. Pius 3-4 hosting Beatrice 1-6 on senior night. Week 8 high school football on NCN. We'll hear from both head coaches when we return as our pregame show continues on News Channel Nebraska.
Hey sports fans, heading to the big game tonight? Make sure you stop by Speedy Mart before you hit the stadium. Fuel up your car and grab your favorite snacks and drinks to keep your energy high. Whether it's chips, soda, or a quick meal, Speedy Mart has everything you need to kick off your game night right. Don't miss out. Swing by Speedy Mart for all your pre-game essentials.
Speedy Mart, snacks before the game.
All righty, joined now by Coach Ryan Carney of the Thunderbolts. Big night, feels like football. What are some of your thoughts heading into this one?
You know, I think big thing is for us just continuing to take steps forward, always playing our best as we move forward. That's been our message for the last 2 to 3 weeks, and so the guys have taken to that.
It is senior night, and I would think with the number of upperclassmen and seniors on your team, it means a little bit more tonight, doesn't it?
Yeah, you know, anytime you get the opportunity to celebrate guys who've put in so much work over their careers here at Pius, it's a special moment, and, you know, I expect we're going to come out and play really well and play hard like we usually do, and hopefully it goes well for those seniors.
Well, the Orangemen from Beatrice, they're not going to oblige to that. They're going to make it as tough as possible. What have you seen from them up through the game tape that you're really trying to hone in on and prepare for?
You know, they do a couple different things, almost polar opposite things on offense. So you got to be ready for empty sets, and then you got to be ready for an I formation. And then defensively, they run a 3-3 stack, which can be really tough. Yeah. Blitzes from a lot of different places. So, again, I expect they're going to be playing their best football tonight, too. So we better be ready.
You mentioned some of the things that you guys do, and then, of course, the Orangemen as well. What's your number one focus heading into this one to pull off that victory?
We have to control the momentum of the game. We have to take care of the ball on offense, and then defensively, we got to get off the field on third downs and control the game.
Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Don't go anywhere. More pregame on News Channel Nebraska after these messages.
John Henry's is now offering electrical service. Our service professionals have been helping with plumbing, heating, and cooling in Lincoln and the surrounding areas for more than 25 years. Now, we're proud to offer the same level of professionalism in our new electrical service. From a whole home rewire to adding new outlets or electric car chargers, John Henry's can be your one-stop shop for all your home's needs. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical. Our family serving yours since 1996.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. USA Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, proud to be your local Ford and Lincoln dealer.
All righty, joined now by Beatrice head coach Keiser. Couple of keys here to go into this one, to go on the road, pick up the victory. What must happen for the Orangemen?
We got to be competitive tonight. We got to play 4 quarters. We got to compete. Some of our younger guys need to step up and make sure they play with confidence tonight. That's number one. And number 2, we just need to have fun. Let the game come for us. You know, our record's not the best, but we've had some good things happen this year. So we need to have fun, be competitive, and step up when it's called.
You talk about some of the younger guys there. I think your defense, the way it's set up, it's a fun style of defense for those guys. Does that kind of go hand in hand with what you're talking about? Have fun, play fast?
Yeah, definitely. You know, defense, we like to try to bring the blitz. You know, we try to get the guys flying around, playing fast, and that's key. And then offensively, you know, try to have a simple gap scheme, block down, try to get the runner downhill and get a couple yards.
What challenges does Pius X kind of pose here tonight?
You know, they've got some athletes. They've got a lot of numbers. They're big up front. They can score from anywhere on the field, and they're physical. And we've got to match that type of physicality if we're going to have a chance tonight.
Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for covering us. Go Orangemen.
As kickoff continues, don't go anywhere here on News Channel Nebraska.
Hey, sports fans, heading to the big game tonight? Make sure you stop by Speedy Mart before you hit the stadium. Fuel up your car and grab your favorite snacks and drinks to keep your energy high. Whether it's chips, soda, or a quick meal, Speedy Mart has everything you need to kick off your game night right. Don't miss out. Swing by Speedy Mart for all your pre-game essentials.
Speedy Mart, snacks before the game.
Two minutes to kick off here at Lincoln Pius X High School as they host Beatrice in this Week 8 matchup. Let's take a look at our starting lineups brought to you by Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. Beatrice, first off, we talked about Merrick Johnson, the leading rusher. Boston Crawford is the quarterback, a couple of receivers in Spilker and Reeson. DeBoer, the tight end, and Buskill, Reeves, Roden, and Klein, they pave the way for this Orangeman offense. Then on the defensive side, they run a 3-3 stack. Roden, Klein, and Ruskamp up front. You'd have DeBoer at the linebacker spot, one of the leading tacklers, along with Johnson and Spilker, who leads that secondary for Beatrice.
Yeah, real fun, aggressive defensive set. You know, that 3-3 stack kind of made popular by Tony White, defensive coordinator for the Huskers. It's a real fun style of defense for these players to play in.
Then on the flip side, Pius, they will be getting the ball first. Here's a look at their offense. Colby Volkmer, a 3-year starter at quarterback. He has over 600 yards passing and 200 rushing. Then Andreasen, we highlighted the tough-nosed runner. Reef and Goki, both at the tight end spot. Morrow and Kassmeyer receivers. Stoiter and company in the trenches. And now this Pius defense, they have a 4-man front. The 4-2-5, Stoiter, Gomez, Burgage, and Barnes. Linebackers, Harrow and Doring. And then you have the 5 defensive backs, Morrow, Reif, Newton, Kassmeyer, and Weber. The leading tackler, Andy, on this unit Doring first with 32. Andreasen not far behind with 27.
Yeah, the only way you get away with playing a 4-2 front is that you have very active linebackers and defensive backs that are willing to rally up and make plays for you. Harrow, and you already mentioned the young man Anthony Iberg and Rylan Doring. They're going to be key here tonight.
We are underway here in the capital city. A beautiful night for football, and the Bolts starting this one off with some electricity. The ball pops out. It will remain with Pius, and nearly getting to midfield on the return, Amudi Musa, the junior.
Excellent return, but give Charlie Morrow a lot of credit. Number 10 for Pius X jumping on that ball as it appeared to be fumbled right at the tail end, but some excellent moves. Return middle.
So you see the recovery by the Bolts. That replay brought to you by Beatrice Community Hospital. Incredible care, incredibly close. Pius starts the game on their 49-yard line. Andreasen will see a steady dose of him, and the ball pops out again. And that was out for a long time. I think the Bolts get it again.
Oh boy, the coaching staff over there, Ryan Carney and company for Pius, I'm thinking, what do we got to do here? Keep our hands on the football. Don't let it hit the turf.
Here's another look.
Nice cutback, finding open ground.
Volkmer back to pass here on second down, and off the hands of Jesse Holtmans.
Yeah, that's a play where John Reese, and he was in good position over the top, you know, not letting anybody deeper than him being the safety. But if you would have been playing ball a little bit better there, focused on the football, kind of sailing in the air there, he might have had a chance at an interception there, Brandon.
Third down and 5 for Pius. Volkmer will keep it. He's hit. And
Ball's
the ball is out again. This time it's scooped by the Orangemen, and a touchdown saving tackle by Andreasen. Isaiah Achtmeyer with the recovery.
That's unbelievable. 3 times the Thunderbolts put the ball on the turf on the opening drive. This is unbelievable. And you can tell the Orangemen, they are playing aggressive on defense and special teams, going for the ball, punching that ball out, and that's good discipline. First man there, wraps up, second man gets after the football.
Achtmeyer, the senior, had nothing but green grass in front of him and just a shoestring tackle by Andreasen kept Beatrice from jumping out to an early lead, but they're not going to complain about starting here on the Pius 34-yard line.
No, not at all. And just the ball hitting the turf, so it really derailed that entire first offensive sequence for the Bolts.
So you go right to your back, Johnson. He was met by Carter Goki and company, not much there.
Yeah, Merrick Johnson, the tough-nosed junior that we mentioned in the pregame, had just nowhere to go. No gain, no loss. 2nd and 10.
This is an offense that Coach Keiser said it's a multiple formation. You'll see 2 backs several times. As here's a much better run by Johnson, and Pius says they have the ball.
No.
Officials say Johnson down. I don't know what's going on here.
I know. Hold on to the ball, fellas. But that was an excellent run. Anyway, yeah, you can see it was ripped out late there. Good call by the officials, talking things over, getting it right. But the way Merrick Johnson was stringing the defense out, then planted that left foot, got upfield. That's that burst, that speed that he possesses. Real good on his feet. You mentioned that he is a wrestler. I believe he was state runner-up last year as a sophomore. Those football coaches love to have those wrestling guys up and down the roster.
3rd down and 2. It's a little dive to the fullback. Connor Hayden picks up the first.
Boy, this is, you couldn't have asked for a better start to the game on the road here if you're an Orangeman fan. Beatrice fans are loving this. Create the turnover on defense. They're an aggressive defense, right? Then they lean on their power rushing attack. Give it to the fullback to convert that 3rd down into a 1st down.
Well, this first quarter is brought to you by John Henry's, our family serving yours. Our first quarter sponsor, John Henry's, here on NCN. First drive of the game for the Orangemen. Ball on the turf. I think Beatrice recovers. That was John Risen who loses it.
Is there a full moon or something that I'm not aware
of? There's no rain. There's no moisture. It's a beautiful evening, I promise.
I don't even think a defender was near the ball carrier when that ball came out.
So that is that the 5th potential, 6th potential fumble between these two teams?
I mean, it's October. I get it. Did a black cat like run across the field or something?
That Halloween is close as Johnson's attempting to get to the edge.
Oh.
Sheds one. Thunderbolt tackler gets a few yards there.
Yeah, that should have been a tackle for loss, but you saw some of the strength there from Johnson, able to, as you mentioned, shed one tackle, get upfield, but the pursuit was there. Nice job by the secondary of this Thunderbolt defense to get there and limit the yardage after the broke tackle.
So it's officially 3rd and 11. So Johnson stepped out after a short pickup. To pass for the first time, throwing it up to the end zone. No one around. Looked like the intended target was Spilker, who fell to the ground.
Cale Koch had a little bit of room as well down that sideline. But yeah, that ball just kind of sailed, and kind of a tricky throw as you're throwing with the wind at your back.
And we are going to see a field goal attempt. This is going to be a 42-yard try. Here from Jesse Oltmans. Looks like it has the distance.
Wow.
But it was wide left. It was pushed wide, rather pulled wide.
Yeah, we couldn't really tell from our angle here up in the crow's nest, but it definitely had the distance.
So it remains 0-0 here in Lincoln. 8:16 to go as we get another look at the miss just going wide. You're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska.
John Henry's is now offering electrical service. Our service professionals have been helping with plumbing, heating, and cooling in Lincoln and the surrounding areas for more than 25 years. Now, we're proud to offer the same level of professionalism in our new electrical service. From a whole home rewire to adding new outlets or electric car chargers, John Henry's can be your one-stop shop for all your home's needs. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical. Our family serving yours since 1996.
Welcome back. So Andreasen picks up a 6-yard carry to start things on the second drive for the Bolts. And on a 2nd down and 4, look out, completion to Sam Reef. And he loses the ball. And I believe this will be a touchback.
It is. It's going to be a touchback.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my gosh. And Reef broke that first tackle. Looked like he was going to carry another would-be tackler with him into the end zone. Once again, Beatrice punches that ball out, saves the touchdown. What a phenomenal play.
This would have been a 74-yard touchdown. Instead, it's a 73-yard reception and fumble.
Reeson never gave up on the play. That is amazing effort from the young defensive back out of Beatrice.
I have never seen a game like this, Andy, and we're just a couple minutes in.
I'm just thinking of like Nebraska, Iowa State, back in the day.
I tried to forget that one. But we have seen some wild things here in the opening few minutes. Beatrice with the ball after the touchback. Short pickup on first down.
You know, and it's just kind of one of those things kind of feeds into itself when you're told, don't think about fumbling the ball. Well, inherently, you're thinking about fumbling the ball, you know. But you can bet all the ball carriers and receivers are hearing about it on their sideline. Guys, we got to shore some things up here.
This will be a short gain for Johnson, and will set up third down and long.
Ball carried by Merrick Johnson.
This is where Beatrice can run out of the pistol, kind of a hybrid shotgun look. Give you so many different looks offensively. Predominantly like to operate through the run. I don't know, here on third and long, they might have to elect to put the ball in the air here.
Third down and 7. Man in motion. We have a pre-snap whistle.
All officials getting together here, talk things over. Always good to see. It's going to be on the offense here. Tonight's officials, head referee, you just saw there, Alan Makovica, Mike Larson, Matt Wilkinson, Pat Clare, and our back judge is going to be Adam Smith. Here you see the guys talking things over, and I bet they're a little surprised with both these squads putting the ball on the turf so early, so often here tonight, kind of keeping the stripes on their toes.
Following fall sports teams, girls golf team ended their season by
During this break, a good time to remind you that high school sports on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Currency. Does your business need help financing big ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details. It's also presented by Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com.
It's going to bring up a 4th and 12. And this is obviously not a spot the Orangemen want to be in offensively.
There's the rollout off the hands of Reason, and it's incomplete. 3 and out for Beatrice.
Yeah, well defended there. Sam Kastmeyer, defensive back for the Thunderbolts, was all over that one. One of the many seniors that was honored during the pregame. Tonight is senior night here in Lincoln.
"16 seniors on this Pius team. Again, sitting at 3 and 4, but very much have playoff hopes alive, depending on how the last 2 weeks go, as this punt is fair caught near the 40.
Punt is fair caught by Charlie
Really
Morrow.
appreciate that. Charlie Morrow, the return man, going up
at the 38-yard line.
having to catch that ball in the wind, had to get underneath of it, call the fair catch, had a defender coming in on him. Saved a lot of yardage by going up and fielding that ball, fielding that punt.
High school sports on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Teammates. Join the team, be a mentor. Go to teammates.org today. Getting a look at head coach Jeff Keiser in his 4th year with this Beatrice program. Big hole for Andreasen to run through across midfield and spun down after a 15-yard gain.
Joe Andreessen on the carry, brought down
Yeah,
by
one of the
Merrick
things
Johnson.
head coach Carney mentioned to you, you know, in the pre-week interviews is how he runs with such great pad level and balance, and you saw it right there. Runs behind his pads, can run a guy over at any time, anywhere on the field.
Now we see the first carry of the game for Doring.
Ryland Doring, the ball
He
carrier.
picks up 3.
Brought down by
I think from like,
Ryland Gill.
what would you say, like 1965, the Thunderbolts have always had a running back or fullback with that neck roll, you know, underneath the shoulder pads. It's just, I think it
Prerequisite.
Yeah,
That's
if you're
what you
a ball carrier for the Thunderbolts, that's what it's got to be. Little intimidation factor there.
Well, here goes Volkmer, and he dumps it off. That'll be a first down.
That's the maturity of a senior play caller right there. Rolling out, under pressure. Volkmar didn't get rattled, didn't get shooken up or anything. Kept his eyes downfield, just dump it off. Took the easy completion, converted another first down.
Great size for Volkmer, 6'4", 220. He has committed to play for Wayne State next year.
They're getting a good one, the old Wildcats up in northeast Nebraska.
Andreessen, another big hole to run through, another Thunderbolt first down.
That's a really good point. These big fellas up front are opening up some lanes for Andreessen to run through. Wow. So, we'll look at it right there on the replay.
Officials timeout.
You look at this Pius team too, sitting currently at 3-4, but week 1 of the season, they went to Elkhorn North, lost to the Wolves by just 3. That's a team that has 1 loss on the season and currently sitting at number 3 in our rankings.
Yeah.
Coach Carney said, you know, we're a team that has the capabilities, we just haven't necessarily lived up to it throughout the season on a consistent basis.
Well, it really shows you the parity in Class B, you know, and this is a squad that's just right on the cusp. You know, are they great? Are they good? Where are they at? Somewhere in between. And right now, yeah, they're fighting for a playoff spot and position in those playoffs. And this is one of those games they feel they need to have at home. A younger squad from Beatrice coming on the road.
We saw Goki go to the sideline for Pius, who's currently being tended to by the training staff, starting tight end who had that reception a few plays ago. We'll keep our eyes on him as Andreessen picks up 6 on the ground.
Good patience and vision on that run. Waited just a sliver of a second there to allow those blocks to be set out in front of him. And then you saw the burst that we talked about in the pregame, able to accelerate, get those yards on second down.
Under 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. 0-0 your score on the Aurora Cooperative scoreboard. And Andreessen carrying Orangeman across the 10.
I mean, once he got through that first line of defense, Merrick Johnson came in and laid one heck of a lick on him. Linebacker, big linebacker for Beatrice. And Andreessen just kept churning those legs.
They go back to him. Andreessen brought down at the 6.
Ball carried by Andreessen. Tackled by number 44, Wyatt Happel.
I think you like to see that. If you're a Pius fan, go ahead, play with some tempo. Put some pressure on this on the opposing defense. Helps when you have Andreessen, you know, Volkmeyer, senior quarterback.
Then Doring there again as that second back alongside. A lot of different options on this Thunderbolt offense. 2nd and goal from the 6. Andreessen this time stuffed and set down hard. That was Johnson.
Yeah,
beating him.
Excellent job of pursuit by the Orangemen that time, sniffing that one out after the little bit of a pause between a quick snap the previous play. Yeah, Merrick Johnson just came screaming down the line from the outside. Stuck with it the whole way. Boy, that's a welcome sight if you're a Beatrice fan.
3rd and goal for Pius. Volkmer time, and he hits his target, Isaac Hannes. The second touchdown for the senior on this season. Pius strikes first.
Seniors are having a really good start to this game, aren't they? Hines does a nice job breaking that route off, running a little skinny post there, and another strike delivered by Volkmar. Boy, he has been on tonight from that quarterback position, finding all of his receivers, whether it's a skinny post, down and out. Good connection so far. Got a little movement pre-snap here, I think.
Dead ball encroachment against Beatrice. That penalty is declined.
The penalties against Beatrice. Thunderbolts will now give it a go here to make it 7-0. And they do. 1:21 left in the opening quarter. Pius gets on the board first here for senior night. 7-0 your score. You're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska.
At Woodhouse Ford, we make car buying simple. Whether you're looking for a spacious SUV or a powerful truck, let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you into your next vehicle. Take advantage of current offers going on now. Shop online or in-store at one of our 3 convenient locations in Blair, Omaha, and Plattsmouth. Shop with confidence at Woodhouse Ford.
This broadcast is brought to you by Bagby Travel Agency in Beatrice, Crawford Lawson Heating and Air in Beatrice, and by Beatrice Public Schools.
Brandon Axmet, Andy Klassen with you. Senior night was off to a shaky start for Pius, but they do find the end zone after a couple of fumbles. They take the lead here first. And the PAT was actually missed. No, okay, it's good. We're 7-0. The scoreboard was throwing me off there. 7-0 your score, though.
Look
Andy,
out!
As Beatrice gets a very nice return and a hard hit along the sidelines.
Yeah, a little trickeration there on the special teams. Kind of had that old traditional fake handoff. It got enough guys to get out of their lane. Allowed Spilker to find that sideline. Big return for the Orangemen. This has really been a game of big plays so far. There's that fake handoff. Nice blocking down the field, too.
So the Orangemen are going to see if they can respond here. Johnson so far, the leading rusher for Beatrice. 12 yards on 5 carries. He ripped off an 8-yarder.
Yep.
On that first drive, the biggest play for Beatrice so far.
Hey, we saw some good things from this offense. Those first 2 drives, the biggest thing was that penalty. Got them behind the sticks just a little bit on that last drive. And that's tough for this run heavy, about a 70-30 split between, pass and run. That's tough to overcome, those penalties of 5 and 10 yards.
Second and 10.
Nothing on the ground there for Reason. Fake the jet sweep, go back to Reason. And again, he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, a lot of pre-snap motion on just about every play for the Orangemen. And, they know they're undersized a little bit, right? A lot of underclassmen up front, even with offensive linemen. So that's why why they run this style of offense where they get to slant, student body right, student body left. They use that pre-snap motion to try and get 1, maybe 2 defenders leaning a certain way.
That will send us to the second quarter. 12 minutes gone. Pius leads Beatrice 7-0 here on News Channel Nebraska. You're watching high school football on Friday night.
34-yard line.
Hey, sports fans, heading to the big game tonight? Make sure you stop by Speedy Mart before you hit the stadium. Fuel up your car and grab your favorite snacks and drinks to keep your energy high. Whether it's chips, soda, or a quick meal, Speedy Mart has everything you need to kick off your game night right. Don't miss out. Swing by Speedy Mart for all your pre-game essentials.
Speedy Mart, snacks before the game.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Welcome back. Second quarter underway here in Lincoln. 3rd down and 9 for Beatrice. Trying to avoid a 3-and-out. Going to the air, and it's batted down. Doring getting his paw on it.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if the receiver, Bo Spilker, even saw the pass was coming. He could have broke off his route and went back, tried to help a little bit. And that's a tough one, going down the seam where you have multiple defenders in a passing situation, right? Dropping back into their key zones there. Nice job, number 33, middle of your screen. Rylan Doring getting a paw on it.
Pius sent the house on that one. But credit Beatrice, they're able to get it away, and the Bolts will start on their own 30.
Yeah, pretty good punt, all things considered, punting into the teeth of this kind of a stiff wind. Flip the field. Kind of like Pius, though, getting aggressive on the special teams, right? Coming off a touchdown drive. But credit Beatrice, getting the punt away, flipping the field back.
Looking at this Beatrice team, we mentioned they're young, a lot of sophomores and juniors, 1-6 on the year. Lone win against rivals Crete. That's a good one to have a win against. That was a double overtime 26-20 victory back on September 6th. As Andreessen's hit behind the line there. Excellent play in the backfield by Wyatt Happel rather.
Yeah, Happel did an excellent job breaking down. Look at him set his feet here, not go for the juke. Tackle low, and when you're trying to get a big, tough runner to the ground like Andreessen, you got to get him low. Nice job.
Second down and 12. Andreessen, a lot of space in the flat. Coming out of the backfield, and Andreessen gets the first down and then some before being ushered out of bounds.
Yeah, Andreessen, I like the way he finished off that reception. Didn't want to just tiptoe out of bounds, wanted to fight for that extra yardage. That speaks to his versatility, right? And that was a blown assignment here. He was wide open on the rollout here.
Goes down as a 21-yard gain. And now Andreessen picks up about 14 on the ground. 10 carries already for the senior.
Yeah, they're trying to get, kind of feels like they're trying to get the seniors involved here on senior night, and why wouldn't you, right? They're kind of your leaders, both in the classroom, off the field. That's what the coaches want to talk about, right, is how good as students they are, but they're also your leaders statistically, yardage, passing yardage, receptions, you name it.
Carry number 11 for Andreessen.
Yeah, and just another patient run. Another patient run, allowing his mobile lineman to get out in front of him, just kind of ride that green wave upfield. Excellent job.
Well, this second quarter, it's brought to you by O Street Carpet. Be sure to check out Steve Carper and the crew at O Street Carpet on 17th and O in Lincoln. That time you had Johnson getting to Andreessen, who still picks up a few.
I was going to say, it took a long time for that whistle to be blown. That's through those powerful legs continuing to churn out those additional yards after a contact.
Officially 2nd down and 8. Volkmer hits his receiver. Excellent catch by Kastmeyer.
Yeah, Kastmeyer did a nice job going up and getting that one right, high pointing it. Defender was covering him like a blanket. That was just a nice job by the senior Thunderbolt, pinpointing that with his hands, reeling it in.
Yeah, to your point, Brady Nelson, the 135-pound sophomore on the coverage. He read it right. Just a good play by Kastmeyer.
And he tried punching that ball out the entire way. Just good hands and toughness from Kastmeyer.
Andreessen spinning away to get a couple yards there on first.
It just kind of feels like Pius, the 10th. They can always lean on that rushing game if they need a tough yard or two, or 5 or 6. Got a young man by the name of Andreessen that would oblige.
Second and 8. Volkmer in trouble. Johnson trying to chase him down, and he's forced to throw it away. Excellent pursuit, though, by Johnson.
It really was. Nice job by the Orangemen getting into the backfield, disrupting that play, and really forcing the entire offense to kind of flip the script and change course. And if you're, a coach for Pius, you're thinking, I can live with that. Go ahead and throw that one out of bounds. Let's go ahead and see 3rd down.
Volkmer steps into this one. It's off the hands of Charlie Morrow. Would have been a tough play to make.
Field goal unit comes into the game. And I kid you not, Armagast, the kicker, another senior, was booting 50-yarders during pregame. Now, he had the wind to his back, and we still got that wind. So this should be easy, right? From
Chip
here?
shot.
Yeah, okay.
From 30 yards. Let's see what Armagast has here. Plenty of distance. It is through. Make it 10-0. Pius.
Yeah, right down the center. We knew he could do it. Good to see these seniors have a little success early on here for the home team.
8:03 left in the second quarter. 10-zip Pius here on News Channel Nebraska.
This broadcast is brought to you by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't see just anyone, see the trainer. And by News Channel Nebraska. Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
Glad you're with us. Week 8 of the high school football season. Senior night for the Pius Thunderbolts. Hard to believe, Andy, it's only 2 weeks remaining in the regular season, one after tonight. And playoffs are just around the corner.
Always a fun time of season, right? When teams start looking up and down their schedules, trying to figure out the PowerPoints, where they're going to be at in the playoffs. Weather finally cooled off a little bit, too. Kind of feels like football weather finally.
So Beatrice, they'll start on their own 20. Couple of 3-and-outs. Seeing if they can get a sustained drive here. Mentioned the fact their lone win coming week 2 against Crete. You look at all their other losses, 5 in a row, and not against easy competition, so there's the good and the bad of that. You know, you're playing tough teams and you're losing, but you're hoping
oh my gosh,
that those games will pay dividends as we have a little bit of an issue for the Orangemen on the snap.
Yeah, another fumble. Fumble on the play here. Crawford had to go down and get, and I just looked like he
2nd and 14.
Might not have been ready for it either. So it's low and maybe a tad early. Yeah, that, once again, going back to your point there, Brandon, that talks about the parity and really how stout Class B is from top to bottom. There's no gimmies.
Play action and pass is completed to Reeson. About a 7-yard gain.
Boy, that's a really nice pass from Crawford. Knew he was going to take a hit as the blitz was on. He had put just the right amount of touch to get over top of that first line of defense, but drop it in that bucket and the converging defensive backs. That's those flashes that you're kind of looking for if you're a Beatrice fan, right? This team shows you some really good things here and there.
Play action again. And what would have been a sure interception is broken up. Friendly fire. Beatrice will take that.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Lucas Newton ran into the would-be interceptor there. Who was that? Kastmeyer?
I think that's Alex Weber, number 15, who that would have been his 4th interception of the season. He's trying to pad his stats.
Yeah, Weber had this one, but yeah, number 21, Newton, got into him a little bit there.
And the ball is fumbled on the punt attempt. Pius takes over at about the 11. They will gladly take that ball. Let's see, just
12-yard line.
Johnson unable to handle the snap.
Yeah, that was a nice snap. I mean, hit him right in the midsection there. I think since it was that rugby-style snap, Johnson started moving to his right, or looking to his right, before he corralled that ball, secured the snap. You know, once again, kind of the good and the bad, right? With that rugby style of kick, it's just one more element that a player has to deal with or overcome.
Andreessen rumbles across the 5.
You use that churn, run angry, or do you run mad? I mean, that's what this guy looks like.
Joe Andreessen
doesn't shy away.
Number 10,
he's
Connor
very patient. It's not like he's in a hurry to hit the hole. He'll get to the hole. He'll follow his blockers.
Right.
And it's been very effective.
Yeah, kind of calculated, but he's always behind his pads, right?
It's on 2nd and 3. Looks He's going to be close to the first down marker.
Well, there's your case in point. He didn't just, run into the back of his offensive lineman. He kind of kept his feet pumping as he worked left. Then he jolted forward. That patience you're alluding to.
It's officially 3rd and 1, ball on the 3. Fullback dive. Short of the end zone, but enough for the first down. That's Doring.
You can bet that's what head coach Carney, Pius X, was thinking, that
at the 1 yard
if we don't pick up the touchdown, we should still convert to a first down here and get 3 or maybe 4 more cracks at it.
So 1st and goal from the 1. Pius has to like its odds. Volkmer gets it to Andreessen, who's in there for the score.
Typical style of run there, right, from Andreessen, what we've seen from him so far here tonight. A little bit of patience, but when it mattered the most, able to put his head down, work through a would-be tackler, fall into that end zone, and of course follows one of his buddies, that big offensive lineman leading the way.
Touchdown number 12 for the senior here on senior night. Pius extending its lead as the PAT is through. 17 zip here in the capital city. Pius X leading Beatrice. You're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. By Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
The Chinese Communist Party weaponizes technology, from spy balloons to cyber attacks. And they use TikTok to target our kids and push their propaganda.
Conservative fighter Pete Ricketts.
That's why I was the first governor in America to ban TikTok on state devices and help pass a law banning our adversaries from owning TikTok. Now I'm working to fight China spying and stop the communists from buying our land. Enough is enough. I'm Pete Ricketts, and I approve this message.
$17-0. Pius on top of Beatrice here. 4:23 remaining in the first half. Brandon Axmit, Andy Klassen with you. Friday Night Football on NCN. Touchback.
Goes into the end zone. First down, Beatrice.
Yeah, a little bit of an advantage for Pius here, having that wind to their back and a strong-legged boot in Braden Armagas. We already saw him convert on his first field goal attempt here, able to boot one through the back of the end zone for the touchback. And there's still plenty of time here for the Orangemen to put together a drive, and that would be a welcome sight for all the Orangemen fans out there watching.
Nothing doing there for Reason. He was met in the backfield. Reminder that our halftime highlights are just around the corner. They're brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Be sure to stay tuned. We'll recap all of the action from the first half.
2nd and 11.
We're going to see some fumbles?
There might be a couple in there. We have to have our audience do the over-under. We just got the confirmation from the truck. There will be some. How many in that highlight reel?
Oh!
And off the hands of Hayden.
Hayden wants that one back. That was a well-placed ball from Boston Crawford, the quarterback. Lead is up, back out, just perfect, away from the defense. That's right where he wanted.
That look brought to you by Beatrice Community Hospital. High school football on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com. Again, back to pass for Crawford. And it's complete up the sideline. First reception of the game for Isaiah Ochtmeyer. He was the one who recovered that fumble.
Yes. Heads up play, sticking with it. Kind of like what I'm seeing from Beatrice right now. Able to move the ball through the air. But it does appear they're going to be a couple of yards short. Hunting unit's going to take the field.
Fielded near the 38 by Morrow up the sideline, but he stepped out. Officials say around that 48-yard line.
Yeah, this is a dangerous spot right now because Pius X, there's more than enough time here to work with. We also still have a couple timeouts.
47-yard line.
To burn, short field. Over 3 minutes left here to go. You talk to those coaches, you know, you're up 2 scores, 3 scores, it doesn't matter. They always want one more score heading into halftime.
Beatrice will be getting the ball to start the second half, but it's been 3 straight scoring drives for the Bolts after a couple of mishaps. Now screen pass to Andreessen, hits the floor, incomplete.
I was thinking, okay, here's a different look. 4 wide for, you know, Pius X, but same result. Getting the ball to Joe Andreessen. You know?
He has 16 carries, 1 reception. That was a second target for him.
Gonna bring up a 2nd and 10.
Volkmer, the double move, he has his target, and it's on the money for Reef. Big time pickup, but there is a flag.
That's twice now.
Sam Wright.
Oh, illegal man downfield. What do we got? This one might be coming back. Oh, that's 2 big plays for Sam Reeve. And neither one of them ending the way he would like.
And you're right, a legal man downfield for Reif.
Ineligible downfield.
Or rather, taking out Reif's reception. See if you can spot it here.
Oh, yeah, offensive lineman just getting upfield, looking for someone to block. As a quarterback, you love that. Like, yes, go find somebody to block for me, but gotta know where that line of scrimmage is at.
In a bunch formation to the near side, Volkmer going deep again to Reif, just a little over his head.
Oh, and Reif kind of stopped his route there. I think if he would have broke it off and tried to get a little vertical, he might have been able to make a play at it. Did get behind the defense.
So making it 3rd down and 15. Under 3 to go. Lincoln High School Sports on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com, and also presented by Teammates Mentoring. Join the team, be a mentor. Go to teammates.org today. Beatrice bringing pressure up the middle, and a wide open catch for Kassmeyer. He takes a big knock afterwards.
Love that play call, love the concept. You had double crossers on each side. Early cross, defense playing kind of a soft zone over the top. Nice completion and a throw with a little anticipation there, throwing that receiver to that open field.
23-yard gain. Volkmer sidearms it a little bit ahead of Reif. Or Reif, rather, excuse me.
Incomplete pass intended for Reif. Second down.
Incompletion does stop the clock, though. Yeah, so now we're getting to see Lincoln Pius X try to showcase some of their passing ability here on offense.
Andreasen reversing Fields, and it's a foot race. He turns on the afterburners, 35 yards, potentially untouched.
Well, there's that patience and that vision we were talking about, and as soon as I said, well, all right, they've thrown the ball 3 or 4 times in a row now. You never get too far away from feeding your senior Joe Andreessen, the tailback. Look at this. Puts on the brakes, cuts back across the field, and I think you're right. Untouched into the end zone. Late touch there. Little push.
2 touchdowns for Andreessen. 23, potentially 24 after this, and indeed it is 24-0. Pius rolling here late in the first half. 2:26 to go. We'll be back here on NCN.
New home on the horizon? Loan it to own it. Need a new car to keep you moving? Loan it to own it. Looking for a new adventure? Loan it to own it with Liberty First Credit Union. Liberty First Credit Union is there for every step of your journey. Anyone can join to receive low payments and fixed rates to help get you through every new milestone. When you're ready to own it, loan it through Liberty First Credit Union.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. Use Safe Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, proud to be your local Ford and Lincoln dealer.
Through the stands, holding up the bucket.
24-0 Pius here on his senior night. Andreessen with his second touchdown run, that most recent from 35 yards.
No, if anything, they might have scored a little too quickly here, because now you're giving Beatrice the ball back, 2.5 minutes left, and we know they can score in this 2-minute offense. We've seen it before earlier this season. I still think they're happy with a touchdown, though. Don't get me wrong here, Brandon.
Maybe they're banking on getting a 3 and out and scoring again. Beatrice, of course, has other ideas. Need to get that offense going. There's maybe a yard on first down by Johnson.
Merrick Johnson, the ball carrier.
Reminder then, so you're going to want to stay tuned for our halftime show, brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney. 2:16 to go before the break.
Kearney has a decent football program going on this year as well. They've been a mainstay in the top 10, top 5 most of the season.
Representing Greater Nebraska in Class A.
Boy, they got some hosses, don't they? Linebacker, fullback there.
I think Sawyer Schilke, that's a name. K-State commit.
Last time we were out there, he was awarded player of the game and just gave a phenomenal post-game interview. Kind of wears his heart on his sleeve like you would expect that middle linebacker, that anchor of the defense.
So after timeout, it's now 2nd and 8. The Orangemen just trying to find a spark offensively. It's been a little hard to come by in this first half. Stout Pius defense. There's a solid run up the middle by Johnson, but Pius takes another timeout.
Yeah, we talked about Merrick Johnson in the pregame. He's a tough runner, able to run through a couple of arm tackles there. Bring up a third and very manageable 3rd and 3 here. But yeah, this is a smart move by head coach Carney, Pius X. Because if you do get the stop here, you're virtually giving your offense another, 2-minute situation. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Those coaches, they always want one more score before that halftime break. Well, that'd really put a stamp on this one, wouldn't it, if they were able to get that late score after just operating a really nice drive with 3.5 minutes to go, just over a minute ago.
Glad that you're with us. 2:09 to go. Beatrice needing 3 yards. As Pius is trying to conserve clock here. And the jet sweep, not effective there. Pius ready for it, nowhere for Connor Hayden.
Yeah, and that's one of those things where you run those 4 down linemen, a 4-2 front there, and when you get hat on a hat, helmet on a helmet on front, you allow those 2 linebackers to roam, and that's exactly what you saw there. Excellent tackle. It was that number 33, Ryan Doring, rallying up and making the play.
Well, with 2:02 to go, now is a great time to let you know, Andy, that if you don't follow us on X, formerly Twitter, you should, at NCN Sports. Nearly 12,000 people do. And those 12,000 people have access to our broadcast schedule on a weekly basis, letting you know which games we're going to be in where every week, our rankings, our highlights, our interviews, game updates, all by following us at NCN Sports. And as you know, we have been known to give shout-outs at halftime of TV broadcasts to new followers.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. I always like it when they, send back a reply with a picture of the man cave or where they're watching from, who they're watching with.
There's your cue, TV audience, at NCN Sports. Give us a follow. Send a picture. Let us know who you're cheering for, where you're watching from. You may very well get a shout-out at halftime as Beatrice punts it away.
My favorite was McCabe of Omaha, Scott. Her older sister tweeted at us from overseas. She was playing professional basketball in Europe, watching the live stream of her younger sister right here in the Cornhusker State. We gave her a shout out.
Well deserved. That is, yes, technology at its finest being used. So yeah, let's see who's the farthest Pius or Beatrice fan watching tonight. There we go.
Yeah.
Anyone overseas?
Gotta be, right?
Pull up
a heat map or something. We can see this.
Well, Pius gets the ball back, Andy. 2-minute office for the Bolts. 1:53 to go. And they go to the air. Volkmer zipping it in there. Excellent catch by Reif. And he's still going, breaks away and tackled near the 10.
Reif, we've been talking about Andreessen and rightfully so, but Reif's a 200-pounder senior as well, and you can see it after the catch. He is tough to bring down.
It was a 33-yard reception. He's over 100 yards. Yeah, that 76-yarder that popped out right before his would have been a touchdown, but look at the strength there, like you pointed out.
Well, and great hand strength too. I mean, that ball was a little bit behind him, and it had some heat on it. He was still able to go up, high point it, reel it in, make it look easy. That wasn't as easy as Reif made it look.
And Volkmer targeting Reif again, this time incomplete.
Pass intended for Reif, falls incomplete.
It does stop the clock. However, now we have a 3rd and 10. See how aggressive Pius X is going to be here. We know they have a kicker they can lead on if they don't get in.
Volkmer rolling out. He's being pursued and goes down. He is sacked.
Volkmer on the keeper.
Oh, we have a late flag that comes.
Gale Cook.
Or excuse me, I thought I saw a flag. Never mind. There's a football in the background, Andy. Kids throwing the football.
False flag. False flag. Yep.
Anyway.
I see what you're looking at there on the replay. Does bring in the field goal unit once again. Stiff wind going north and south here, directly in the back of Armagost, the kicker.
He'll look to make this his second field goal, but we looks like I have a timeout.
Head coach Jeff Keiser looking to ice the kicker.
Timeout, Beatrice.
.59 seconds to play. We'll take a quick break as well. 24-0 Pius here on News Channel Nebraska.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
This will be a 29-yard attempt for Armagost. That would be his second field goal, should he make it. Just under a minute remaining before halftime. And it's through, but we do have a flag. This one for real.
Is it going to be another encroachment on the defense here? Yep.
Beatrice.
That's twice now. A kicking situation where Beatrice has crossed the line.
So move the Bolts up 5.
You don't want to do that again, right? That'd be an automatic first down with just under a minute to go. They got to be careful here. At least force Armagost and this special teams unit to put one through the uprights. Don't hand them another 3 cracks at the end zone.
This will now be a 24-yard
Game clock will be reset to 59 seconds.
Official's gonna coordinate with the score clock here, put another second back on the clock as they have the official clock on their waist down on the field.
Again, plenty of distance. It's through.
Field goal by Armagost.
27-0 Pius.
And credit head coach Carney for Pius on the previous drive, burning those timeouts defensively, conserving the clock, allowing the offense to put together another drive and get 3 points right before this halftime.
Beatrice gets the ball, so we'll see what they can do with it before the halftime break.
At Woodhouse Ford, we make car buying simple. Whether you're looking for a spacious SUV or a powerful truck, let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you into your next vehicle. Take advantage of current offers going on now. Shop online or in-store at one of our 3 convenient locations in Blair, Omaha, and Plattsmouth. Shop with confidence at Woodhouse Ford.
Welcome back, full moon. There we go. Just in time for Halloween. I guess we're still a couple weeks away, but makes for a nice setting for Nebraska football.
Yes, and I'm not much into astrology, but I did think I saw in the newspaper or something it was a super moon last night or the night before, so.
Which is different than a harvest moon, a blood moon, right? I think. I can't keep them all straight either. I'm right there with you. What we do know is there's less than a minute to go in this half. Again, Beatrice just struggling offensively up to this point. They opt to run it here. Short gain.
Yeah, and I think you got to credit, we've been talking about Andreessen and Reif, offensively for Pius, and rightfully so, but I feel like the story's really been these 4 down defensive linemen, and then on the other side, the offensive linemen. Boy, they're getting upfield, laying out some good blocks, and making plenty of room for these running backs and tailbacks to make a move and get up the field here for Pius X.
Jet sweep here for Reeson. 8 or 9, first down.
Good run. Just working the right side of the field. For that jet sweep action. Showing some of the speed.
That will send us to the break. Pius dominating on senior night, 27-zip your score as we head to halftime. You're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. Out-of-this-world shopping, star-studded evenings, and award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Welcome back. Currently at halftime, all Beatrice on senior night. 27-0 is your score. Let's jump right in and Take a look at our halftime highlights brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones can be found at their Lincoln and Grand Island locations. So we had a wild start to this one. Everyone had the fumbles. We saw about 3 in the opening minute, and this was the first that Beatrice recovered. Isaiah Ochtermeyer nearly taking that to the house after Volkmer coughs it up. Beatrice unable to make anything of it, unfortunately. So then Pius takes over. You have a great pass to Sam Reif. It looks like he's going to have a 76-yard touchdown. Look at the effort by John Reeson. Punches it out. It goes through the end zone, making it a touchback. So Pius doesn't score then. They score the next time they get the ball. Volkmer connecting with Isaac Haynes for a touchdown. That's a 6-yarder, making it 7-0 Thunderbolts. That would be your score after 1. Then the Bolts getting in scoring position again. Braden Armagost shows off his leg. That's a 30-yarder. 10-zip Pius, 8:03 remaining in the first half. And there's another fumble. This on a punt attempt by Beatrice. Pius takes over with an extremely short field. And they would capitalize again. That recovered by Julian Morales. But they would have more scores. Joe Andreasen. This a 1-yard punch in. Makes it 17-0. The senior with 17 carries. And I'll spoil it. He has 2 touchdowns thus far. Believe this is his second. Yep. Showing his agility and balance. Switching fields. Turns on the Jets here, and 35 yards to the end zone for Andreessen, so that makes it 24-0 Pius. And the Bolts, they would get a few more points before the break. They'd find a field goal by Armagost, a 24-yarder, to make it 27-0. Again, those halftime highlights brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Now let's take a look at our school spotlights, finding out a little bit more about these teams. They're brought to you by Currency, which makes financing quick, easy, and secure for machinery, ag equipment, and more. Visit gocurrency.com. Pius in East Lincoln. Off of A Street, you see the population of the capital city, Lancaster. They're Class B. They fluctuate between A and B, currently at that Class B mark at 810 for the enrollment. And man, do they have a rich history. 6 state titles, all Class B titles, most recently in 2004. On the flip side, we go to Beatrice. Interestingly enough, Beatrice is the team that Pius has played more than any other in its history. Pius has played no team more than Beatrice on the gridiron, and they are a town of 12,261 in Gage County. Enrollment just shy of 500. And Beatrice's best year as a football program, 2008, when the Orangemen finished runners-up in Class B. That is your school spotlight, brought to you by Currency. We're about 13 minutes away from second half action. We'll take a break here on News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Landmark Implement is your local authorized John Deere dealer. Landmark's trained and certified sales staff will help you find the right equipment for your needs, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. Whether it's a tractor, planter, combine, lawn and garden tractor, or gator, every piece of equipment in our inventory is ready to work hard for your operation. Landmark's team works together to make sure everything that is sold meets their quality standards. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or learn more at landmarkimp.com to experience the Landmark difference.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
How liberal is Dan Osborne? Get this, you worked for your Social Security, but Osborne would give those benefits away to illegal immigrants. It's a slap in the face to seniors. Social Security benefits for illegals? Dan Osborne is so far left, he's not right for Nebraska. Deb Fisher fights for us. She stood with Trump to secure our border and protect Social Security. President Trump endorsed. Deb Fisher for Senate.
I'm Deb Fisher, and I approve this message.
The halftime show is proudly presented by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
The pregame show is sponsored by...
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. The big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
We're about 8 minutes away from third quarter action. Now's a great time to let you know about the Kearney Sportsplex, which is owned by the city of Kearney and plans to open in the spring of 2025. And it has all sorts of features, including pickleball courts and tracks. So it has 4 pickleball courts, or will rather, which will total 9,000 square feet. It will include spectator seating. On top of that, a 300-meter track with 3 lanes for running and walking. One of the many features of the Kearney Sportsplex, which is located and will be located on Eunice Drive, putting it conveniently near hotels, restaurants, and the new Visit Kearney Center, with the sole purpose of being a sports hub between Lincoln and Denver, filling a need that there hasn't been prior to. You have the capital city that has the sports accommodations. You have Denver. I can't do the math, Andy, but that's 800 to maybe 1,000 miles west.
Yes.
Makes sense to have something right closer to the middle with the Kearney Sportsplex.
Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? But tip your cap to the community of Kearney getting this thing put together. You know, if you have a youngster, whether it's a middle schooler or a high schooler, chances are you're going to be going to a summer or a fall tournament of some sort in this new Kearney Sportsplex next 4 or 5 years to come.
Stay with us. We're getting closer to second half action here on NCN.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
Nebraska, it's time to celebrate our community heroes. Do you know a local hero who dedicates their time to make your community better? Someone who leads with a vision for a brighter tomorrow and inspires others to join? Nominate them today for the Community Hero Program, thanks to Medica. Each month, one Nebraska hero will be chosen and will get to choose a nonprofit to receive a $1,000 donation. Let's honor those who make our community shine. Community Hero, celebrating the heart of Nebraska.
Life can move at a pretty fast pace here in Nebraska. From lights on to lights out, there's no stopping our work ethic. That's why at Nebraska Public Power District, we take pride in keeping you going. Pride in knowing that your power grid is consistently ranked one of the nation's most reliable and resilient. We take on the challenges 24/7 because electricity is the lifeblood of your day. And powering your day is what motivates us to do our very best. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
It's Jeep Adventure Days at Woodhouse Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Browse our full lineup of new Jeeps like the capable and confident Jeep Compass. And take advantage of our current offers going on right now. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Blair or Bellevue today. Serving our customers since 1991. Woodhouse is your trusted Jeep dealer.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Welcome back. We have about 2 minutes until this third quarter gets underway. We talked about our rankings, Andy. They come out every Tuesday for football, every Monday for volleyball. Here's our latest rankings that came out this week for Week 8 Class B. No surprise there. Bennington, they're on a 50-game winning streak, something like that. They're still at the top of the charts. Seward having a great year. At Elkhorn North, we pointed the fact that Pius lost just by 3 to the Wolves in Week 1. But then
had them on the ropes.
Yes, Scottsbluff, Waverly. We have Scottsbluff, York next Friday.
Wow.
That's going to be a good one in York. But you see Gretna Hastings then rounding out the top 10 for Class B.
Hey, and we might get a look at Seward tomorrow in volleyball with the conference championship. So they have a phenomenal volleyball team going. So yeah, the old Blue Jays out in Seward, they got a couple of good teams cooking here this fall.
And these rankings, they're pushed out on our Twitter or X and Facebook at NCN Sports every week. Or you can go to ncn.com to check them out. And we promise shout-outs, Andy, for those who followed us and tweeted at us on X. This is from Josh Turbob. I'm watching from the man cave, listening to a Peru graduate AC and watching Armagost, another Peru legacy name. I'm not a Peru grad, so
I was
got some
thinking
fans.
that. I noticed the Armagost name. I was thinking that. I'm like, is that? Okay. And I'm not even kidding you. During the halftime break, I noticed one of the students was wearing a retro. It's retro now. Bobcat sweatshirt. It was a short period of time there where Ryan Held, coach of UNK right now, switched our mascot to more of a power cat, kind of looks like the Kansas State Wildcat. So when you see that sweatshirt or a t-shirt, you know it came from that little window there in the early 2000s.
Excellent Peru State history lesson there for all of our audience members. The Bobcats will be on NCN Tuesday as well.
Yes.
They're going to Wayne State for volleyball to take on the Wildcats, so we'll be televising Peru State, Wayne State Tuesday night.
It's going to be a fun opportunity for Peru State. Obviously, Wayne State having a phenomenal season once again on the volleyball court.
And with that, we get back to football action. Beatrice to receive here to kick off the third. That goes into the end zone. Touchback.
Kickoff goes into the end zone. First
Obviously,
down, Beatrice at the 20-yard line.
Beatrice would like to see something cooking here, get something cooking with their offense, put together a drive, obviously, and with a score. They do have their wind to their back, so that's a little advantage here.
Well, Andy, Beatrice struggled offensively, pretty much all 3 and outs. What do they need to do to try to have a little bit more success here in this second half?
Well, they live and die by the ground game, right? Out of this pistol formation, they love to run Wildcat. I just think they need to do some more of this, right? Get upfield, get those offensive linemen pulling. You saw a really nice job, slant left, getting those big bodies out in front.
That was Reeson on the carry. Good positive gain of 4 yards on first down.
Seen that pre-snap motion. That can really help a guy like Reeson get a head of steam going. Puts a lot of pressure on the old center. Quarterback exchange timing becomes an issue, but it looks like the Orangemen are up to the task.
Sets up 2nd and 6. Not as much available this time for Beatrice. Gain of 1. Again, Reeson.
Yeah, it kind of looked like the Thunderbolts snuffed that one out pretty early. Okay, you ran left play before. Might be coming back right this time to the wide side of the field. Maybe a little scouting there. Little Thunderbolts on the defensive side.
Now to the air, catch and run. Nice job. Biggest gain of the day for Beatrice. That was Merrick Johnson on the reception from Crawford.
Fantastic job going up and getting this, and he knew he was going to take a hit. He could see the defender out of the corner of his eye. And look at this little move right there. Sliding off a would-be tackler, picking up that first down. He would not have moved the sticks had he not broken that tackle there, Brandon.
12-yard gain. A reminder, this third quarter is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. Husker Rehab, our third quarter sponsor. Jet sweep here to Reeson, looking to get to the corner. There's 4 more. This Beatrice offense finding something here in the third.
Okay, that was a huge conversion there through the air on third down. Then come right back with that jet sweep, working the wide side of the field. And they got some speed. We mentioned it in the first half a couple of times. John Reeson able to get the corner, get upfield.
Second down and 6. Reeson in motion, goes to Johnson this time. He has room up the middle. He's across the 45.
Okay, so that's what I was talking about. Offensive linemen firing off. Look at the job here from the Orangemen. Firing off, working to their right.
Ryland Doring. 3rd and 1.
Getting that helmet on the right side, pushing and pile forward, bringing up a 3rd and short. And it always helps to have a powerful running back behind that.
Dive up the middle, and it's enough to move the chains.
All right, back-to-back first down conversions here for the Orangemen. Obviously talk things over, work some things out during halftime.
During first down Beatrice at their 48-yard line.
And they got another wide side of the field to the top of your screen to work with. They've been using that jet sweep, trying to get their ball carriers in space on these early downs.
Another jet sweep, this time to Spilker. And that's about an 8-yard pickup.
Spilker did a fantastic job of planting that left foot. As soon as he saw a little crease, he got upfield, got vertical, Brandon. And it wasn't much of a crease. It appeared the Thunderbolt defense was stringing that one out just the way you want to, just the way you're taught. Both did a nice job cutting upfield, finding that little gap in the defense.
That instant replay brought to you by Beatrice Community Hospital. Incredible care, incredibly close. Best drive of the game thus far for the Orangemen. Johnson right up the gut. First down.
See, this is where this offense can be so lethal. If you get that initial play, some positive yardage. That time, that was a counter predicated off the previous look. Fake the jet sweep to the that you just saw with a big gain, cut it back across with the up back against the grain, another first down.
Another jet sweep, Beatrice having success with it here in the third quarter. There's a couple.
Yeah, it really allows their versatile running backs to kind of get out there and gives them some one-on-one opportunities to make a play, make a guy miss. Short gain, just a short gain that time on first down though.
Second and 9. Johnson gets past the first wave. Taken down near the 35.
Oh, and good job holding on to that football at the tail end of that play. You saw multiple yellow helmets getting tangled up there, trying to rip that ball away late.
3rd and 5.
Talked about how he's a wrestler during the offseason, state runner-up. Merrick Johnson, his sophomore year. Looking to build on that going into his junior year.
Six-minute drive for Beatrice to start the third quarter. As they slowly and steadily make their way into Pius territory.
Okay.
That time it's Connor Hayden.
Connor Hayden brought down by Alex Weber.
I'm listed at 6'3". He's a big junior, ball carrier, busting up the middle. Yeah, this is exactly what head coach Jeff Keiser for the Orangemen. This is what he's looking for. Ground and pound, lead some time, control the pace. Also doesn't hurt, keep the ball away from that Pius offense.
Now going up top, and it was almost intercepted.
That's twice now. that Alex Weaver's got his hands on the football. Excellent break on the ball. Just couldn't quite haul it in. There he is, number 15 in the middle of your screen.
The interception leader. It's not easy to have 3 picks in a high school season. He won 4. Could have had 5.
Yeah.
Both. It's perfect break on the ball, just off the fingertips.
It almost looked like he baited Boston Crawford to throw that ball because it appeared that tight end going up the hash was wide open. Not the case.
Johnson. He's met and taken down by Nicholas Stoiter after a 2-yard gain.
Boy, that's what you really got to appreciate from Merrick Johnson. He recognized early in that play that the outside was taken away. The defensive end was doing his job, negating that. So he cut it back into the teeth of that defense, picked up a couple tough yards here to bring up a third manageable. It wasn't a big play, obviously, but it was an efficient play.
Reeson getting to the corner, maybe 1 there. It's going to set up 4th down.
John Reeson tackled on play by Lucas Newton.
Pierce. Oh, here comes the special teams unit. Trying to get one of those field goals back. This isn't a close one by any means.
43-yard attempt here for Oltmans. And it's over the head of Johnson. And unfortunately for the Orangemen, they won't get an attempt. Pius takes over.
Tough break. The snaps have been pretty good, working out of that pistol formation, shotgun formation. Just a little high and outside to give you a baseball term. And as you mentioned, tough break for the Orangemen. That was a good-looking drive to open up this second half. Coming up a little empty at the end.
High school football on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. It's also presented by Teammates Mentoring. Join the team, be a mentor, go to teammates.org today. Andreessen. Just not an easy tackle to make.
No.
2 yards there, but it was a hard 2 yards.
He was met at the line of scrimmage, still able to kind of pull things forward, but credit the Orangemen standing strong, securing the tackle. Extra black helmets getting in there to help bring down a tough runner in Andreessen.
To the press box on the north side above the student section. Everyone else, please hold on to your ticket until the winner's name is announced.
Andreessen again. Across midfield, that will set up 3rd and short.
On the carry.
Every single one of his runs ends up with him running into somebody. You know? He does not shy away from contact.
Well, 3rd down and short. And Andreessen, I believe he gets it.
Yeah, we're right down the line here. And according to the officials, yep, they don't even need the measurement. Chain gang advances.
First down at the 46-yard line.
.137 yards on 20 carries for Andreessen and 2 touchdowns prior to that.
Yeah, they're just going to keep feeding him the rock, and he deserves it. Senior night, he's one of the senior leaders, multiple-year starter. And there he goes again.
Right up the middle, Andreessen. taken down just short of the end zone.
My goodness. I mean, credit Merrick Johnson not giving up on the play and tracking him down and bringing him, getting the tackle eventually, but look at the power here. Those arm tackles are not going to bring that guy down.
There he goes. Still a yard short.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly where you want to be if you're Pius X. Operating through your power rushing attack. We've seen they can move the ball through the air. Had a couple 2-minute drills there in the first half, back-to-back, moving the ball through the air, looked good. Volkmeyer able to find some receivers down the field. Reif was one of the sure-handed guys that come to mind, but man, when they get Joe Andreessen going, look out.
And that is the trifecta. Touchdown number 3 for Andreessen.
Well deserved. He's been the workhorse throughout this entire game, and this initial drive in the third quarter, just more of the same. Love to see it if you're a Thunderbolt fan. And here's Armagost, the kicker lining up.
And he stays perfect on the night.
Point is good. 45
34 nothing. Pius.
34, Beatrice 0.
45 seconds to go into the third. You're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Everyone hold on to your ticket until the winning name is announced.
Happy fans here at Pius. Eddie, you are always the student section theme night person. It's, what do you say, it was Red Show, there's a tie-dye, there's like a paint splatter theme going on. What do we call that? What's the...
Yeah, tie-dye, paint rush, I don't know. I noticed the senior cheerleaders were all wearing jersey number 25. I'm like, well, this must be a popular guy. He must be one of the coolest seniors on campus. No, they're like, no, we graduate in 25. We all have 25 jerseys. Oh, okay, I get it.
Tough luck to whoever actually has the 25. It wasn't for them.
I tried to look it up. There's not a number 25 listed.
Oh, yeah, there's a 24 to 26. Maybe that's intentional. Maybe. It's the year. Well, anyway, back to football, Beatrice. They will start this drive, looks like at the 14.
Okay, well, they had a really nice drive, time-consuming drive. Kind of what this offense is designed to do through that jet sweep. Operating through the Wildcat from time to time. Just coming up empty with a little mishap on the field goal attempt.
Low snap here, and Crawford just has to fall on it.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Beatrice. Brings up second down.
You had 4 receivers streaking down the field. 2 on the hash. We're running 9s here. I don't know if they're trying to get a big play down the field or not. Nothing was able to develop through the low snap.
Going to go ahead and announce the
Going to let the clock run down here.
Raffle. Ticket number 991.
Sending us to the fourth quarter.
60.
All Pius here in the capital city, 34-0.
0. Please come
You're
up
watching
to the north
Friday
side of the
Night
press
Lights
box.
on
Everyone
News
else,
Channel
please hold on to your
Nebraska.
tickets.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes. The wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details. Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Midway Auto. For your next vehicle, go to thinkmidway.com.
Report to the concession stand, Jane Goki.
Welcome back, Brandon Axemet, Andy Klassen. All Pius, Andy. It's going to be a happy senior night for the Bolts. 34-0 as we head into the fourth.
And fittingly so that we saw the seniors perform here tonight, whether it was the kicker, Armagoss, the quarterback, Colby Volkmer, Joe Andreessen's had a big night on the ground, and then you had senior receiver, Sam Reif, right? Having a big game through the air. He's hauled in a couple of huge catches. We'll showcase some of his athleticism.
And there's again a carry for Reese. And again, you don't want to be too big on, the moral victories, but there's only 5 seniors on this Beatrice team.
Yeah.
And so, again, next year is where you really hope you see the benefits of what, taking in the proverbial lumps this year.
And that's where you really got to admire head coach Jeff Keiser, because this is what we like to talk about or bring up, give him the benefit of the doubt. He's like, nope, we're not going to take that as an excuse. We got to keep building, even though we have some underclassmen filling some big-time roles, varsity roles here early on.
And he was transparent about practice as well as that pass is incomplete. He said, in years past, there may have been groups who would be unmotivated at this point in the season, but in his words, the attitude, the effort, everything is still there every day at practice.
Well, you saw it on that last drive, right? Merrick Johnson, running down Joe Andreessen, goal line tackle. He could have just let him go into the end zone. But no, you're seeing the fight continue with these Orangemen. You love to see that.
4th down here for the Orangemen, punting situation. As this will be down near the 45.
Punt rolls dead at the 44-yard line.
Punt the ball almost back into your end zone there. They're in the shadow of your own end zone. Did get it out cleanly, but still going to be a short field here for this rolling Pius X offense. See if they bring in some reserves.
Again, just letting you know what we have for a programming note. You alluded to it, Andy, but we have Doan football tomorrow. For those of you who have Allo, you can watch Doan. Otherwise, we'll be streaming it online, newschannelnebraska.com, Facebook Live, YouTube, all those good things. Our featured broadcast tomorrow, the Central Conference Tournament 3rd place and championship volleyball matches. Our coverage is supposed to start at 2 o'clock. That's taking place at York High School. We had the Centennial Conference 3rd place in championships last Saturday for volleyball. Excellent volleyball there. We're hoping the same tomorrow.
Well, and we mentioned it. There's a couple top 10 teams within that conference, headlined by Seward. I think they're number 2 in the rankings right now in Class B. And yeah, we are seeing a healthy dose of reserves here for Pius X on the offensive side. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And didn't the broadcast get bumped up an hour to 1 o'clock?
2, so it was
Went
it
from
was
3 to
3,
2.
now it's back to 2.
Okay.
These tournaments, they're always tricky to keep a handle on, but yes, third place game is supposed to start at 2, championship slated for 3. And again, these tournaments, they're so fun because you start playing at 9 or 10, and it's a match every hour, and maybe you get pushed back because of, how the day's things take place, or maybe you start on time, but that is the agenda for when games are supposed to start, should things be on schedule.
Well, and to your point, last week, SCOTUS Catholic had to play back-to-back games to work their way back into that consolation third-place game, and I thought that might be a disadvantage for them. Nope, they just rolled back into the court, short rest, took care of business, got awarded that third-place trophy.
Fourth and 3.
So we see a carry here for Amoudi Moussa, who actually had that great kick return to start the game that really set up the entire night for the Bolt. It's been all Pius.
Yeah, there's just been a multitude of big plays. Special teams, offense, obviously. We've all seen some big tackles on defense. Tackles for loss, tackle in the backfield.
Here's a carry for Anthony Iberg, big 185-pound sophomore.
He doesn't have that neck roll. He needs that neck roll, right?
Well, only one or two can have. So he gets it next year when Andreessen it gets passed down, right?
Is that
it's
what
like
it
a rite
is?
of pass?
Like,
yeah.
okay.
Not everyone can have neck rolls. There's only a couple to go around.
It's like when you get knighted,
yes.
right? Yeah.
That's the question for Coach Karn. That's the post-game question. How does the neck roll tradition work? Uh-oh, high snap. And
oh, wow.
Nice job there by Maddox Stewarts to just ensure that the ball wasn't loose and takes the loss of yards.
Yeah, actually ends up catching here, but just goes right down to the turf. Like you said, securing the possession here. Bringing up a second and about a mile.
21 to be exact.
In the ballpark.
Now under 8 to go. Nice pitch going. Excellent carry. First down and then some, needed 21, and Musa got plenty.
Musa really gives you a change of speed, right? A different look. Man, he hits that hole hard and with a great burst of speed. And after, 3.5 quarters of a lumbering, punishing style running back coming downhill at you, boy, that's quite the compliment there. It kind of reminds me of old Mike Allstott and Warwick Dunn, thunder and lightning for the old Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Again, Pius in no hurry here, letting the clock wind down. Musa, this time not much there. Good tackle made. That was Jordan Griffith flying in there.
Second down, 10.
This fourth quarter, it's brought to you by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at lincoln.org.
Yeah, Griffith doing a really nice job coming off the edge there for Beatrice, a sophomore, another one of these young guys we've been talking about, highlighting. Nice tackle for loss. A real shifty running back, too.
Right back to Musa. And there he goes. 15 yards to the end zone.
My goodness, and the way he was able to change direction towards the end of that run, break it off, go left to the top of your screen here, and outrun the defense to the end zone. My goodness, Pius might have something here in their junior reserve backup running back.
And it's through. Pius continuing its good fortunes here tonight. 41-0 your score here on News Channel Nebraska.
This broadcast is brought to you by Bagby Travel Agency in Beatrice, Crawford Lawson Heating and Air in Beatrice, and by Beatrice Public Schools.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you got to check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
Welcome back. 41-0 Pius. That means we will have a running clock when you hit the 35-point barrier, NSAA rule. So these last 6 minutes and change should go quickly.
Yeah, and quite the effort for this Pius X defense, pitching a shutout thus far. Had a little help with the special teams blunder from Beatrice, but nevertheless, you'll take a shutout any way you can get it here. And you can bet those seniors and upperclassmen are barking at these guys saying, hey, secure that shutout. Give us some bragging rights as we're looking at making a playoff run here.
And looking ahead, for Beatrice, they host Lincoln Standing Bear, another team that's looking for its first win of the season. So that's a real chance for Beatrice to take some positive momentum into the offseason. If you're Pius, you're sitting at 15th in wildcard points right now in Class B, and you go on the road to Waverly, which is a top 10 team in Week 9. And you'll certainly, if you're Pius, be feeling confident based off of this performance.
Right. Yeah, this is exactly what they're looking for, heading into that last game, that final game with Waverly, where they're going to be tested. You mentioned Waverly's not an easy place or an easy team to play. And once again, yeah, they're in the top 10 in our rankings anyway.
And we will be talking to Ryan Carney, getting his thoughts as we head to the 9th week of the season after this one wraps up. That interview will be brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com. More hard running by Johnson. Or no, excuse me, that's Evan Roberts, sophomore, getting a carry.
Nice job navigating his way through that four-man front. Offensive lineman got hat on a hat. Sometimes that's on your running back, right? Once you don't always get the block design or the block you're looking for, but if you do get that initial block, it's on you as the ball carrier to find the crease, find the space, and get upfield. And you mentioned it, Roberts, only a sophomore. Talking a lot about sophomores and juniors for this Beatrice team.
Well, there's a short pickup on the ground. A reminder that part of our post-game show will include the Player of the Game interview brought to you by Nebraska Orthopedic Center, where they are your healing destination. It's also brought to you by USAFE Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all of their customers. Fourth down and 1 for Beatrice. The Orangemen going to go for it here. And they get it.
Yeah, got it by a couple of yards there. I like that from the Beatrice coaching staff. Putting a little faith in these, underclassmen, a lot of youngsters out there right now. Get some reserve time, some varsity minutes.
First down Beatrice at their 33-yard line.
that's a learning experience too for the fullback there, the up back.
Nearing 3.5. Roberts again up the middle. He'll get 4, maybe 5. High school football on News Channel Nebraska. It's presented by Currency. If your business needs help financing big ticket items, Currency's here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details. They also are the ones who bring you our top plays, and we have plenty of top plays coming up. Brought to you by Currency. Second down and 6. And a very strong run here by Griffith. Excellent gain, running through several tackles on that one.
Yeah, Griffith, he's got a little game to him. We saw him make a splash play on defense. Boy, he had a full head of steam here. The deep eye back, working the right, off tackle. To your earlier point there, Brandon, there's no quitting these guys, you know, and you love to see that. Feels like they're all in here for Beatrice, understanding they're building towards something coming up here in a season or two.
And there's a completion to Bo Beavers. Beavers just a freshman. Gain of 8.
Hey, nice job working back to the ball, getting his hands out, up and in front, not allowing the ball to get into his pads, maybe bounce off.
Second and 2.
The Orangemen continuing to march down the field here on the game's final drive, under 90 seconds to go. Pitch here to Carson Cleveland.
Whoa.
And he's hit for a loss.
Carson Cleveland, the ball carrier, tackled by Lawrence Tutt.
Lawrence Tutt, another sophomore. My goodness. Once he read that, shot in the backfield like a cannon. Nice wrap up. Textbook tackle there.
And off to Griffith. Another solid gain. That may be the last play. We'll see if the Orangemen opt to snap it once more.
First down, Beatrice. At the end of the ball game, we would have to
Either way, what a performance here from Lincoln Pius X, defending home field. One of those games they had to get if they want to make the playoffs, make a playoff push here towards the end of the season, gets them back to 500. Feeling pretty good about themselves as they head into a really big game now on the road in Waverly.
So that will do it. Beatrice, dominant performance on senior night. Rather Pius getting the victory over the Orangemen. It's 41-zip. The Thunderbolts roll, improving to 4-4 on this season, and they head into a Week 9 clash with top 10 Waverly. Stay with us. Our post-game show is coming up next.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
This broadcast is brought to you by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't see just anyone, see the trainer. And by News Channel Nebraska. Follow us on X at NCN Sports. NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. By Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedy Mart. When you have to fuel your journey and feed the crew, whether it's many or a few, Speedy Mart is fresh, ready, super clean, and convenient.
Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
And when you make a pit stop, it's gotta be fast. Easy in, easy out. Speedy Mart for the win.
When the game wraps up, or even before kickoff, our community welcomes you with open arms. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is happy to have you here, and we want to show you what we're all about. From wide open spaces to music, shopping, entertainment, and more, there is always something for you to discover in our city. Stop by the Visitors Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit Lincoln.org. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. Use Safe Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, proud to be your local Ford and Lincoln dealer.
Hey sports fans, heading to the big game tonight? Make sure you stop by Speedy Mart before you hit the stadium. Fuel up your car and grab your favorite snacks and drinks to keep your energy high. Whether it's chips, soda, or a quick meal, Speedy Mart has everything you need to kick off your game night right. Don't miss out. Swing by Speedy Mart for all your pre-game essentials.
Speedy Mart, snacks before the game.
John Henry's is now offering electrical service. Our service professionals have been helping with plumbing, heating, and cooling in Lincoln and the surrounding areas for more than 25 years. Now, we're proud to offer the same level of professionalism in our new electrical service. From a whole home rewire to adding new outlets or electric car chargers, John Henry's can be your one-stop shop for all your home's needs. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical. Our family serving yours since 1996.
At Woodhouse Ford, we make car buying simple. Whether you're looking for a spacious SUV or a powerful truck, let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you into your next vehicle. Take advantage of current offers going on now. Shop online or in-store at one of our 3 convenient locations in Blair, Omaha, and Plattsmouth. Shop with confidence at Woodhouse Ford.
And welcome back to Lincoln, Nebraska, where the Thunderbolts of Pius X are victorious. Big win, 41-0 on senior night over Beatrice. Join up with head coach Ryan Carney. You got to feel pretty good about your team's performance tonight.
Yeah, you know, we came out and we executed, and it was great to see. The guys are playing pretty well right now, so it's nice to be able to play our best football at the end of the season.
as you broke the huddle, I was kind of there. I got to hear a little bit. You said, winning is hard. Don't take this for granted. What other messages were you trying to get across to your team?
We just got to continue to try to be our best team. If we can, as we move forward, doesn't matter who we're playing. We just have to be playing our best football at the end of the season.
Us media types, it's easy for us to talk about the offense and all those flashy plays. But I'm looking at that shutout. You got to be pretty gosh darn proud of your defense tonight.
Yeah, when you get a shutout in varsity football, means you're doing some things right. So it's a credit to those guys and the defensive staff for putting together a good plan and executing at a high level.
It's got to help your confidence, too, as a team as a whole, heading into a big game now next week on the road at Waverly.
Yeah, it does, and we know that we've got to be playing at our best. We got to be better this week. So we're going to get back in the film room tomorrow and practice all week, and we're going to strive to be a better team on Friday.
And what can you tell me about tonight's player of the game? Fitting, it's a senior on senior night. Joe Andreessen, 24 carries, 184 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Joe did a really nice job tonight, and I think, the guys up front did a really good job of opening some holes for him, and so he took advantage of that, and that's a credit to him.
Coach, thank you for your time. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's bring in our player of the game, Joe Andreessen, 24 carries, 184 yards, 3 touchdowns. What are your initial thoughts on tonight's game? It is senior night.
Yes, sir. So I'm at my goals. Wanted above 175 and 3 touchdowns, and I got that. So I was super excited, especially on senior night. It could be the last home game of the year, and I showed up, and so did our line, to help me get those goals that I wanted to.
Yeah, you mentioned your O-line. Those guys were working hard. They were opening up some pretty big lanes for you to run through. What's that like, knowing that you got a bunch of big guys up front working for you?
It's awesome. I don't have to get hit as much. I don't have to work so hard. Behind the line of scrimmage to get more yards, I know I can get yards and then try to break some free.
And it is senior night. I think all you guys had big plays tonight. Your quarterback, Volkmer, fellow senior, and also the receiver, Rife, had some big catches. What's that like, seeing all you guys perform on what could be your last home game?
Yeah, it's awesome to see the seniors who put in all the hard work. It really shows, and we can just see it all the way around the board.
Well, football, like a lot of other sports, it's a momentum game, right? You guys got a lot of momentum now coming up into a game on the road at Waverly to close out the season. What does this do for you guys' confidence, winning 41-0?
Yeah, it really brings up our confidence, knowing that our offense can put up that many points and knowing that our defense can make the stops so that our offense doesn't even have to work as hard. So it'll be it's a big game for us, so next week. So
Joe, thank you for your time. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
All righty, Brandon, let's send it back up to you in the booth to wrap this one up.
Thank you, Andy, and congratulations to Joe Andreessen. What a performance. He called his shot, and he hit it 184 yards officially, 3 touchdowns, and the win for Pius. He is our Nebraska Orthopedic Center player of the game, where Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination, and also USAFE Pharmacy, who is dedicated to the well-being of all of their customers. And also thank you to Coach Carney for doing the Sarpy County Tourism post-game interview, stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com. 41-0 your final. Before we wrap things up, let's take a look at those top plays. Brought to you by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com. Week 8 Class B showdown in the capital city. Pius hosting Beatrice. Senior night for the Thunderbolts on a beautiful Friday evening. We get things started for you in the first quarter. Opening drive of the game for Pius, and Volkmer, the quarterback, coughs the ball up. This was one of about 5 fumbles in the first quarter. It's picked up by Isaiah Ochtemeyer and just barely tackled by the shoestrings to keep him from having a scoop and score. Beatrice unable to capitalize on that turnover. Pius gets the ball back, and how about this? Pass from Volkmer to Sam Rife. He looks like he's going to the house. A 76-yard would-be touchdown. Look at the effort from John Reeson, jumping on the back, punching the ball out. It goes through the end zone and down is a touchback. So no score for the Bolts there, but they do get the ball back, and they would then find the end zone. Jesse Oltman's 6-yard reception from Colby Volkmer. It's 7-0 Pius. That was at the 1:21 mark in the first quarter. 7-0 heading to the second. Pius offense starting to gain some momentum. Joe Andreessen punching it in there, finding the end zone from 1 yard out. That was after a Braden Armagost 30-yard field goal, so it's 17-0. Pius on top, and Pius gets the ball back again. Andreessen showing that he had the power to rumble in from 1 yard. How about the speed and agility to score from 35? Back-to-back touchdowns. That makes it 24-0 now, Pius. 2:26 to play before halftime. Pius, they'd get a few more points right before the break. Another Armagost field goal makes it 27-0 heading into halftime. And Pius continues to roll in the third quarter. This is another powerful run by Andreessen. It would set up a 1 yard punch, and he doesn't get it there. He would eventually get it right here. And he had one heck of a night. 24 carries, 184 yards, 3 touchdowns for the senior on senior night. Quite the performance. That touchdown makes it 34-0 at the very end of the third. We go to the fourth, and there's one more score in store for the Bolts. How about this young man, Amudi Musa, 15-yard touchdown, finding pay dirt, and your final score in this one, 41-0. Pius in complete control. Beatrice getting a couple of strong runs late. Look at this one specifically by Jordan Griffith. There's a lot of young talent on this Orangemen team that will be back next year. As for this year, 41-0 is your final. Beatrice improves, or rather Pius improves to 4-4. Beatrice drops to 1-7.